Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders. This is Abdurrahman from FXAlTareeq.com, and here is what's on my Forex radar this April the 25th, 2016. We begin today with the Aussie daily weekly chart, and here you can see we have a pseudo kangaroo tail, and it's pseudo because it is not the largest candle in the last 5 to 10 candles. However, it has penetrated a wonderful zone at the 0.7744. So we look for a moolah or a double top formation this week with this particular candle. With that said, let's move down to the Aussie Swissy chart, and we have the formation of the Acapulco trade, which has, here you have where the arrow is at, the cliff candle, and then you have the diver. The issue with this is, where is this going to go? As we can see here, the highs over here, the previous highs is around 48 pips, and from a weekly perspective, that just does not sit so well. So you're looking at a trade which is questionable, and where is the room to grow on this particular trade. But the Acapulco trade has set up. We move over to this CAD Swissy. Acapulco is forming, so we'll put our diver candle here, and we'll wait next week to see where this particular chart is going from a naked price action perspective. Euro dollar, the the moolah has formed, and it's going to range here for a while, but we will see what happens. The setup is there. It's a valid setup. Acapulco trade, moolah trade on the euro dollar weekly chart. Look for a potential. If we go back, look for a potential sale on this particular pair. What we're looking at somewhere, if we catch the retracement, just going to squeeze out a 1-for-1 off of the T1, so we'll wait and see what happens. A belt trade that is formed on the euro yen, a belt trade off of the euro yen. Nice setup here, and then you have the formation here for the belt trade. If you want to learn these trades, you can get them at the site FXAlTareeq.com/forum, and look over on the left side for courses on various trade setups. Here you have the Euro Aussie, and you had to touch down and at this level here, respecting this 1.4392 level. Let's wait and see if it can breach this, and then you see what type of trade we have set up. But as it stands right now, you do have the Acapulco, which has formed on this particular chart off of the weekly. Question is, you want to hit a zone here at the 1.4392. We're gonna have to clear that in order for it to fall back down. So potential setup for the Acapulco for the Euro Aussie chart. Great Britain yen, you have a potential Acapulco setup. So this is also going to go on the, this is also already on the watch list. So there's your cliff candle. Let's see what happens if the diver forms this week as well. The New Zealand CAD, another belt trade, but here you have a monthly support at the 8604 level. Did it respect it last time? No, it blew right past it. Did it respect it over here? No, it blew right past it. So this may be a good setup for the New Zealand CAD, and seeing where it's if it can get down to these levels here. You have a strong 340, just barely over a 1-for-1. So you know me, I'll analyze it, look at it, and give you guys my recommendation as to whether or not you just check your check the Twitter and see if there's a sale on this one. The New Zealand US dollar, pseudo kangaroo is sitting over here. We're in congestion. what I'm waiting for is to break below this trend line or a push up above it. So there has been no break yet, still on the watch list, still respecting my trend line that I put up on this one a couple of weeks ago. So again, another trade we're waiting to see on the watch list, looking pretty good. Moving over to the daily charts, you have the Aussie dollar. What do you have here, guys? Simply said, you have a pennant that is forming right here. And you can move this a little bit if you want. Move it down. Doesn't matter. A pennant, and we're going to look for it to hit this and then push up. So it may be a quick move on this one at the 76.88 level. It may even go down a little bit lower than this and then push up with a nice bend trade. So watch out for the Aussie dollar on the watch list. Aussie Japan, big shadow has printed on at the 84.76 level. Big shadow candle. There you have it. Question, as always, where is it going? Is the risk reward sufficient enough on this particular trade? This is a part of the analysis. So, moving on. Euro CAD. Off of the Euro CAD, you have the nice bend trade that's setting up. Again, target area, but suffice it to say, bend trade is in play on this one. Look for a potential trade coming out on these pairs. Okay, on these pairs. And in our trade, this is a trade in which we happen to be in. Those who are following me on this particular trade, we came off of the highs off of this whammy trade, and we're now somewhere in around 90 pips or so in profit on this particular trade. So this is a setup targeting areas up here and here as well. So that is the setup for the Euro New Zealand. And one other look, you have a big shadow set up off of the US Japan US yen trade. What will it do? What will it do? Here is, here it's a good setup. If you enter in here and you hold this one, you may have a potential nice risk reward if it moves back into the norms. 400 some odd pips. So let's see what happens on this particular trade as well. US yen, big shadow. That's all I have, guys. And I'm going to run some only 20 pips this week. Look out for that and some other posts as well. You guys have a magnificent day on purpose, and I will talk with you soon.